Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Neglected Naruto Decided to Join a Special Team. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel and follow me on my other two channels as well. And yes, this is the 2000 subscriber special because we finally reached 2000 subscribers on this channel. So yeah, shout out to you all of you guys for making this happen. And one more thing, I am going to upload two shorts on Potato What If channel. I know I have been not uploading on that channel for quite some time, but yes, that channel is going to be YouTube Shorts channel. And thank you so much for almost 100 subscribers there at the time of recording of this video. I hope we'll be able to cross 100 subscribers by the time I upload. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, the link will be in the description. And yeah, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins with a 10-year-old Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, who was currently standing at the front gates of Konoha, watching his parents as well as his sibling, his twin, Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, leave with Jiraiya, their godfather, to train, because he was the one chosen as the child of prophecy. Not because he was a prodigy, but because he was favored. Naruto knew that, and he knew that Menma knew that as well, and that is why he was currently smirking at Naruto, who was looking at him with a blank expression. Minato and Kushina, they have been the parents who would favor one child over the other. Unintentionally, intentionally, only they could tell, but by Naruto's eyes, it was blatant favoritism. Menma, who was able to unlock his chakra earlier, with just that much as a proof, was picked as the child of prophecy in their eyes, and was confirmed later on by Jiraiya, his godfather. Naruto was always ignored. He was never given the proper tools, as well as the proper care that was needed. What he had was self-taught, from the basic skills on how to cook and clean after himself to basic training of whatever he had. And now he was standing there alone, as an Anbu, who was also a friend of their family, Kakashi Hatake, was standing there. Alright, Naruto. They left. How about we go and I'll find my own home? What does that mean? You're supposed to go and live with me, remember? I'm not living with you, Kakashi Nisan. With all due respect, you can't interfere in my life. What are you talking about? Your parents left you in my care. What am I gonna tell them? Tell them that I'll be able to live on my own. Are you pissed at them because of you not allowed to go with them? It was told to you before, you should have trained harder. Trained harder? You don't even know my circumstances, so don't try to judge based on what you know before fully investigating. Isn't that your job as an Anbu? Kakashi was left silent and stunned. Naruto, he began to walk, holding on to his duffel bag. Where are you going? To the Hokage office. Where else? And there we see, after a few moments, there was a knock on the door, and inside the office, Hiruzen Sarutobi and Danzo Shimura were having a talk over a drink. Why? Because Minato has left the village for foreseeable future for at least 5 years, or so he has told them, while Minato has left Hiruzen in charge of the village again. Come in, said Hiruzen, as Naruto came inside. Ah, Naruto. I see that you have decided to stay in the village. What can I do for you? I want you to train me. I am the Hokage currently, and I can't do that, Naruto. You trained Jiraiya-sama and the others, turned them into proficient shinobis. Why can't you train me? I am busy, son. Even if I wanted to, I would not have enough time. Hold on now, Hiruzen. The boy wants to train. How about me? I am also the student of Tobirama Senju-sama and am someone who has fought on equal terms with Hiruzen at one point. Danzo Shimura-sama, I know about you. If you are willing to help, then I will be considering taking your help. That simple. You do know that I know about your route operation that was shut down by my father, and your different methods of handling things. I've read the reports while they were busy training him. Busy training him? What do you mean by that, Naruto? Said Hiruzen. Don't you mean that they trained both of you but you were just lagging behind? No. What I have learned is self-taught, through my own notes. I even have written down the dates on when I have learned and started learning those techniques because they, based on just that he was able to unlock his chakra earlier, thought that he was the child of prophecy. Is that so? Said Danzo as he sat up straight, as so did Hiruzen, and both of them looked towards one another. Damn it. If that is true, then it could be a mistake. What if the boy is the child of prophecy, Hiruzen? I don't want to be the child of prophecy. I just want to be my own person, and a stronger one at that. Konoha has created many legends. Some of them has come back to bite it in its ass, like Orochimaru, but the rest, they have made a name for themselves and risen their reputation of the village. I aim to do the same, even if I have to do it all alone. Alone, nothing can be accomplished. You would need a set of team. Lucky for you, I have someone already. Someone? Who? A boy I found. He is quite proficient in creating the scroll beast from the technique of the old times. Scroll beast technique. It was said to be lost. Yes, it was said to be lost in the third great shinobi war, but I was able to find a boy. His name is Sai. You will be his training partner and teammate. They need another teammate. I have eyes on a Hyuga. Neji Hyuga, the son of Hisashi Hyuga, who had died. Yes, the boy has some temperament and issues with the main family. And the family, they are quite worried about him. They think he might be unstable, and he needs to channel his anger properly. But as in Hyuga fashion, they are lacking what is important the most in doing so. They are still favoring the weak prodigy, or so they claim her to be, Hinata Hyuga. She's a fangirl of Menma, if anything I have seen. That is what you might think, Naruto, but not Neji. To him she is someone who is, yes, born with golden spoon in her mouth. Someone who has everything and yet she doesn't care. Well, he has to claw his way out, like you and Sai. What are you thinking, Danzo? Team Alpha. Remember I mentioned something to you back in the Root days. We need a team that is quite strong and is willing to take even the most dangerous missions that our Anbu might hesitate to. And I told you back then even that this is a stupid idea. That team would be only used for in extreme war-like scenarios. That can happen any time. I still agree to that term, but these people, Naruto, Sai, and Neji, they can make a team. Sai can be the long-range fighter, Naruto can be the ninjutsu and taijutsu specialist, and a taijutsu proper close-range fighter will be Neji. And who will be the team leader? Who else than the genjutsu master of Konoha? Itachi Uchiha. Itachi Uchiha, huh? The boy has submitted the request to become a Jonin, but for the sake of his own brother. The Uchiha clan wants Itachi to be the sensei of Sasuke. Why not add an Uchiha? Uchihas have their own standards, and we have already someone who is looking out for an Uchiha, remember? Kakashi. That is correct. I must have to talk to Neji about this. It seems you two have forgotten about me. I have agreed to the terms, but I need a place to stay at as well. You can stay here. Go to this place, as on a piece of paper the route was mentioned down. It leads to an underground way. That is where the previous route base was. That will be now operated by you and your team. You can move into a bunk and wait for your teammates. I will notify Sai shortly and he will be arriving there. And so, Naruto left. As Hiruzen looked towards Danzo. You are insane. But you agree to these terms, don't you? Because you see and realize that Naruto might have the same chances as Menma has to become the child of prophecy. He is already pissed at his family, and royally so. But if we give him the proper tools, he can be beneficial towards Konoha. He can still hate his family for what they have done out of their stupidity, but not Konoha entirely based on their stupidity. I never thought it of that. You really were onto something, Danzo. Alright, let's initiate and make this official. Team Alpha is in motion, and it will be under your and my guidance that in both methods they will be trained. The same way that I proposed? Yes, the same way. And so, now we see Naruto arrived at the place he was gonna stay in. It was an old building that only had a few lights working. As Naruto placed his bag down, he heard a voice coming from the shadows. So you must be my other teammate. Sai? Yes, you know me, as I know you, Naruto Uzumaki. Said Sai, a pale boy with black hair and black eyes, wearing a black shirt and shorts with shinobi sandals, with a huge scroll on his back. A huge scroll? Yes, it helps me to create ink beasts quite faster. Ink beasts? I can show you. As from his pouch, he brought out a small piece of paper and a brush with black ink. With that, he created a bird. As the bird began to fly around and circle over Naruto before it exploded in ink. Impressive. But aren't these like an art form? You see, art, I say, the only limit is your imagination. I can create lions that can attack, and even birds, huge, that can easily take us from one place to another silently. That is impressive indeed. What about you? I am quite lagging behind right now. I see, so you are quite useless right now. If you put it that way, then yes, I am. This might be a waste of time, I guess. It would not be. Said Danzo as he arrived there, and following him were two figures, Itachi Uchiha as well as Neji Hyuga, with a bag of their own. Gentlemen, meet your teammates and your sensei. Itachi Uchiha will be your sensei and leader, while Naruto Uzumaki, Neji Hyuga, and Sai will be the teammates and your student, Itachi. These three are quite different from what I have imagined. I may be able to do some work with Naruto, but I don't know about Hyuga-san over here or Sai. You don't need to, because we'll be fine on our own, Sensei. Nope, because you all will be going through harsh training specifically designed for one goal in mind, for us to create a special team. A team that is not like the other usual teams of cannons. You will be a team made out of Kage level shinobis by the age when you graduate. Even you, Itachi, must rise to a Kage level shinobi. I understand that, Danzo-sama, but is this safe? Yes, of course it is. Said a voice of another man. It was Hiruzen Saruto who arrived. Hiruzen-sama, you... Yes, I approved of this. Even though it may be extreme, the circumstances are quite dire and are in need of that. I cannot reveal them to you, but this team is needed by Konoha. Within 3 years worth of time span, you all need to be prepared. We will be. And know this, every 6 months you will be taking a physical mission, said Danzo, outside of Konoha, just to test waters of how deep you are in the trenches. And so, after that, the brutal training began. The first month, every one of them had to do the physical workout and training, increasing their discipline and mindset and routine. And the second month, Danzo began with the torture training that was known as the chakra enhancing exercises, as well as exhausting ones, to increase their chakra endurance even at the lowest bottoms out of chakra. Even when they were close to fainting out, they would be able to survive. And their reflexes. By the third mark hit, Naruto and Neji, as well as Sai, were there standing alongside with Itachi. Their bodies have conditioned themselves and hardened and become strong, as they were standing in discipline in front of the two leaders, Danzo as well as Hiruzen. As Hiruzen then said, I'm quite proud of the training that you have been keeping up with, but there are still some things that we need to test. For examples, now it is time for you to do some exercises that are quite dangerous and, how should I put it, unethical. These are the Root Anbu division that have been reactivated, and their task is to kidnap one of you for the next 10 days and torture that person, while the other 3 have to go and find him. So who's going to volunteer? I will, said Naruto. Are you insane? Said Neji. I know, Neji. This may sound insane, but I need to increase my endurance. You too? I trust you two enough by now that I know that you would be able to find me. That simply, Naruto. Said Sai, tilting his head. Yes, Sai. That simply. I'm putting my life in your hands now. Are you sure about this, Naruto? Yes, I am. And so, Naruto was brutally taken down and kidnapped by the Root in front of their eyes. You have now 10 days. Your time starts now. Time is running out, gentlemen. And so, Itachi, as well as Sai and Neji, were left to think. At first, as usual, they were doing the very thing that they were trying to avoid, arguing with one another. Don't have much time. 10 days might look like huge time, but they are torturing Naruto. We have to go. And now, said Neji. As Sai then said, we have to think this through. Naruto has still time, and Naruto is strong. He won't die yet. This is the very thing that they're telling us to avoid. We are arguing here. You're not helping, Sensei, said Neji. I am trying to. As finally Itachi then said, enough! I am your leader, your superior, and your sensei. You two will listen to me. I say we go now to rescue Naruto. But where are we supposed to go? There are a few places where the Roots hide out. But my primary guess is at the Forest of Death. The tower there is a vacant place, and the usual point where they would have taken him. The only place, but we can't leave the other ones out of the equation. There is another training ground that is abandoned, and a facility of the Roots. Alright, then it is decided we will do a reconnaissance mission. The most dangerous site will be the Forest of Death, so I will be going there. One of you will be going to the training ground that is abandoned, and the other one will be going to the abandoned Root base. I know the Root base ins and out. I will be going there. Said Sai, then I'll go to the training field. Once it's done, then we'll meet here and discuss of the plans and our findings. And so, all of them returned half an hour later, quite confused and a bit of distressful look on their faces. We didn't find anything. What about you all? Neither did we. This is quite disturbing. These 3 places are the usual places that are abandoned and one would have taken him to. As Itachi's eyes widened, and so did Neji as well as Sai's. Damn it, how can I be this stupid? Follow me! You know where he is, right? Yes. Just follow me. And so the 3 of them arrived at the Uzumaki Namikaze estate that was left untouched, and inside it we see Naruto's hands and feet were tied, as he was nothing more than inside his boxers, and he was being punched and brutally interrogated by the Rudanbu as to where he was from and what was his purpose. Screw you, said Naruto, who was in pain as his mouth was busted open, as another punch with a metal knuckle, was connected to his face. Naruto had now wound marks as well as visible blue spots appearing on his body, especially on his face, as his face began to swell. Again, I ask, who sent you and what was your mission? I don't know. As he was punched into the gust this time. As at that moment, the 3 of them descended and leg swept Itachi, the Anbu who was punching Naruto, while the other 2 who were there were taken out by Sai's Scroll Beast and Neji's Juken style. Naruto then freed himself. I thought the party was getting started. I did not thought you would come this early. We had to do what we had to do. We knew you would be the one who would be here. And so, they took him and arrived to the safe house where they all began. Waiting there for them there was the root Anbus already, alongside with the two elders, Hiruzen as well as Danzo. Danzo clapped his hands. I'm proud of you. Naruto, this way. Healers are here to heal you. Are they healers? Of course they are. This was a test, remember? And you were able to pass. Remember that, everyone. Time is of essence. As soon as one of you get kidnapped or held hostage, you have to find a solution to that problem. There is one way that is the easy way out, and that is to abandon your teammate or kill him. But the other way is to save him, which is more preferred in Konoha. And you have shown that you are quite capable of doing that. Your leadership skills are improving, Itachi. Same could be said for your, teamwork skills, everyone. And so, Naruto looked at them and smirked. I might have laughed if I was not hurt. Well, I'm happy to know that you guys are the ones who will be saving my ass if I ever need that. Same could be said about you. Isn't it, Naruto? Of course. 100%. And so, after that, the 3 months training program began. In this, Naruto was given the ninjutsu scrolls that he was in need of, while Neji was given the taijutsu and Juken style scrolls of much further training. Itachi himself was training much further, trying to become stronger. As for Sai, he was focusing on creating weapons from his imagination, such as Senbon needles that were huge, as well as animals as well as weapons combined into horrifying beasts that he could be used in the battles. As they all trained, 6-month mark hit as the elders arrived. Alright, gentlemen, it is time for you to conduct your half-yearly test that was promised to you that would be conducted. You all will be leaving Konoha's premises and going to the Land of Waves. We have heard news that there is a tyrant known as Kato there, and he has been brutally harassing and tormenting the people of the Land of Waves. Your goal is simple. Walk in silently, assassinate him, take his holdings, share half to the Land of Waves, free the prisoners, and return back. Failure will not be tolerated. You are supposed to be the alpha amongst us, so act like them. And so, the team looked towards one another and began their journey towards the Land of Waves. Jumping from tree to tree at shinobi level speeds, they knew within half an hour they would reach there. And they all were wearing blank masks, which were painted black, and Anbu attire, which was black as well, to match the theme of the team. Alright everyone, remember that. We will go in silently and go out. Within 20 minutes we will be there. Hi, Sensei, said the three of them. Naruto, what is it, Neji? Are you sure about this? I mean, you had a pretty much bad bump yesterday night with that explosion. My back still aches, but I'm fine, Neji. What about you? I'm good as well. Sai asked both of them. I'm good. You don't need to ask me twice. Remember, everyone, we need to work as a team. We have to not yell orders at one another, but to execute them as I say that in the team manner. Hi. And so they arrived at the Land of Waves. It was a barren town, filled with death and dread. People had abandoned the streets into their home because they knew it was nighttime. The goons of Gatos were currently patrolling the area, or as they tried to say it, it was a patrol because they were harassing the people. What do you want us to do, Sensei? Neji, you go first. Take out those 3 men without being noticed, and don't leave a trace. Neji descended, and first thing he did, he used the ninja wires. Extracting it from his shinobi pouch, he threw it at such a precision that it rotated and was tied to the neck of the man. The man was yanked up into the air, and suddenly his mouth was filled with a piece of cloth so he couldn't scream, and then 8 more wires were tied to his body. Using the Juken strikes, At precision points and pressure points, Neji was able to cause him to go into paralysis. The man was frozen there, tied to the tree. And the next two targets, they were neutralized by throwing two Senbon needles. Before the blood could even drop, Naruto as well as Sai moved up and picked up the bodies. Great work, team. But you told me to go. We told you we have your back, Neji. No traces left behind, remember? We have to execute everyone properly. Alright. Thanks, guys. It's time for us to go and deal with the others. And in this manner, both Sai and Naruto did the executions as well. One after the other, they were taking down the bad guys and clearing out, leaving not a single trace behind of what happened to them. Until Gato, who was inside his base, sniffing on some drugs, realized that he was all alone and it was too quiet. Huh? Where the hell is everyone? He slurred out in his state as he looked left and right and suddenly blinked to find a black figure standing in front of him with a blank mask, his katana out from his back. Gato, your days have come to an end to torment these people. With that, he swiped his blade before Gato could say no or wait, as the man's neck was cleaved off, rolling off to the ground, and he was dealt with. Alright, it's done. Remember what we're tasked to do, right? Yes. Move fast, don't let anyone catch you. By the next sunrise, the Land of Waves expected nothing much. They have sent requests to the Land of Fire as well as Konoha multiple times that they're in need of help, but they can't pay. Desperately begging for any mercy, but haven't received any. But that morning was different. As Tazuna, the bridge builder, the so-called leader of the said village, with his neck down, came outside, he saw that in the center of the village a huge mob was gathered. Tazuna-sama, you have to see this! As Tazuna arrived, what is it? Pushing the people a bit back, he saw Gato's head on a silver platter, and underneath it was the money he looted from them, and a note with the Konoha symbol on it, with written a few kanjis. Team Alpha. What does this mean? Konoha has helped us. They heard our pleas. They shown us mercy, as the people begin to celebrate because they were finally free from the tyrant known as Gato. As the team returned back to their base, we see that they all took off their gear as Itachi was standing in front of them with his arms folded. You all did great. We all did great, Sensei. As Neji and Sai smirked, and so did Itachi. Of course we did, Naruto. But I think we should not have left that letter. Ah, come on. Not like we revealed our identity. Yes, Naruto is right. He didn't reveal his identity but the team name. The world needs to figure out that Konoha has a special ops team. Sorry about that, Danzo-sama. As Hiruzen then continued, seriously, that was quite idiotic, but since you're quite new at this, we will let this slide. Now that everyone is aware of Team Alpha, let it be known, but nobody is supposed to know your identity and they can't see you. You are supposed to move in and out like shadows, like how you did today. I would have said that you deserve rest, but you all deserve more discipline. Is that understood? Yes. Then, gentlemen, get back to work. Start training. These are the new scrolls and the weak points that Itachi has submitted a report from, in which we will be analyzing and working on. Naruto, you are a bit brash still. You need more training. As for Neji, even with all the foreseeing eyes, you were able to miss a few hidden details that Itachi had to cover up. As for Sai, you rely too much heavily on the scrolls. What if you ran out of ink or paper to create the beasts? Or loses both of the items? What will you do then? I never thought of it that way. Then you need to start thinking now, my dear boy, because that is what might happen. Now begin training. We will give you 1 year to train before you go out. The next assignment we will be overlooking. And so, time began to pass by. Naruto was able to create a version of Rasengan with wind element into it, calling it a Rasen Shuriken. It was destructive, yes, but also an S-rank technique, which Naruto was quite proud of. And on the other side, he was also learning how to use the shadow clones and help Neji as well as Sai to utilize them as well. They could create four while Naruto could create hundreds of them. And after half a year passed, Hiruzen arrived with a suggestion. Naruto? As Naruto was busy training, Naruto stopped. Yes? Come here for a bit. You are the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi's half, right? Like how your brother was. Yes, sir. You need to start focusing on that, my dear boy. The Kyuubi has huge amount of chakra within it. You can utilize that in the battle. You can use it to your advantage. Always remember that. I will, sir, but I never tried to contact with the Kyuubi. You don't need to try to contact, you need to control it. I see. But I can guess that you are hesitating in this, so I will leave you to it to decide how you tackle this in your way. Thank you, Hokage-sama. And with that, Naruto went into the meditation state as Neji came out of, well, the shower in the evening. You still training? He said, rubbing his head with the towel. Yes, I am. Please don't mind me and no more talking, okay? I need to meditate and connect with the Biju. You're trying to connect with the Kyuubi? Said Sai, who was also organizing his ink as well as paper supplies. Yes. Alright, just be careful. I will be. As suddenly both of them witnessed that Naruto, after a few minutes, began to glow in golden chakra, as black markings began to appear on his body. As Naruto opened his eyes, revealing them to be golden as well. Naruto? As Itachi was also there. Yes, what is it? What is going on? I tapped into Kyuubi's chakra. I found quite a unique gift actually. What? I don't possess the Kyuubi's soul at all. And this discovery shocked the three of them. What? I possess only its chakra. So the Kyuubi wasn't split into two parts, but two pieces. The soul is with Menma, while I possess the chakra, said Naruto with a smirk on his face, as this was informed to both the elders, Danzo and Hiruzen, who was seated inside the Hokage office by Itachi. Really now? Yes, Hokage-sama. Naruto was covered in golden chakra, and he was stable and in control of it. Few moments he was meditating, and then it was revealed to us by him about this. That's amazing and impressive. This changes everything, Hiruzen. Naruto might be the child of prophecy. But how are we gonna tell this to the Toads or to Hiruzen? Or to Jiraiya and the others? Then we don't tell them, Hiruzen. What are you talking about? That was the end goal, to train and find the child of prophecy, wasn't it? They don't care. They are focusing on Menma deliberately, because they want him to be the child of prophecy, not Naruto. While we know the truth, they just don't want to admit that. So what do you propose? Give him the simple summoning scroll. Let him find his own summoning clan. This could end up into a disaster. Remember that many summoning clans kill those who summon them deliberately, and if they fail their tests. I know. This will be helpful for Naruto. Trust me when I say this. And so, Naruto was given his own contract. What's this? Hokage-sama? Danzo-sama? Said Naruto as he stood with a scroll in his hand inside the Hokage office. This is a summoning scroll. Like how your godfather and father summoned the Toad summoning clan, and the others also used it to summon different forms of clans, you will use it to find your own clan as well. Is that so? Yes, that's so. What about Neji and Sai? That is a good idea and question. We will ask them. But what do you suggest, Naruto? Said Hiruzen as Danzo was looking towards now Hiruzen, because the plan was to give Naruto a summoning scroll, not the other two. I want them to have the summoning clan as well. Even Itachi sensei. Itachi already does have a summoning clan. The Crow Summons. Is that so? I understand. But I want them to have it as well. Alright? We'll ask Neji and Sai as well. Meanwhile, you go and focus. You're given 1 month off. As Naruto's eyes widened. What? Yes, you heard me right, Naruto. You are given a 1 month break. Actually, there's one more thing I would like to ask. What is it? You want 2 months off? No. Did they send it anything else? Like, did my family send any, like, letters or something for me? Said Naruto. Nothing at all, Naruto. I'm afraid. Oh, is that so? I understand. I mean, what could I expect from them, right? I mean, not like it's that much of a time. 3 years, or not that long. As Naruto left, as both of the elders were left with their own set of questions in mind. I'm gonna write a letter to Jiraiya. You do that. I'll arrange the scrolls for the other two, said Danzo as he stood up and left. And now we go to the Toad Summoning Clan, where we see a letter had arrived through the Monkey Summoning Clan, and was hand-delivered to Jiraiya. Oh, hey there. And I didn't see you there. What is it that you are here for? Your sensei have sent you a letter. Read it, and I am ordered to take your response, verbal or physical. Alright? And so the scroll was opened and read, and was even shown to Minato and Kushina and Menma. Naruto causing trouble. Something like that, Menma. So what of it? Tell them to punish him. I mean, that is the rules and laws, not like we can show the violent favoritism and all that. Yes, Menma, you're right, but still, son. We can't just deliberately punish him. He is just asking about us, not like he is bothering them or anything. It's been 3 years. As Kushina then said, Enough, Minato. Menma is right. Naruto is a grown-up, and he needs to act like one. He needs to train, not slack off and ask about us. One day we will not be here. What will he do then? Cry around? He will move on. He has to move on. Kushina is right, Minato, said Jiraiya. So, our response is simple. When I say this for everyone here, said Jiraiya, tell him to man up. Alright? Are you sure about this? Of course we are. Why are you saying that? Nothing, just confirming. And so, the response verbally was sent, and Jiraiya, after hearing that response, told Enma his thanks and left. As Enma left, threw away the stuff on his desk. Damn them! Damn them to hell! They're trying to ruin everything! As immediately Danzo arrived inside his office, because he was informed by one of the Anbus. I heard something has happened that has pissed you off, Hiruzen. Yes. What is it? I sent them a letter as I told you I would. And you know what they said? They told him to man up. That is all they said to him. Seriously. I expected much more from them. But I guess in the end, they too are disappointments. In a sense they are. They're trying to destroy the prophecy. Are they trying to turn Naruto against Konoha? What is their end goal here? I do not know. But whatever it is quite harmful for Konoha's sake, and the other of the elemental nations. That is correct. That is correct. We just can only hope that Naruto never finds out about this. This stays between us then, Hiruzen. Of course it does. As now, we go towards the base in which we see Itachi was quite surprised as Naruto was seen training in the arts of summoning, learning the hand seals, while Neji and Sai were also standing there. So you, from what we have heard, have asked the Hokage that we too need a summoning clan, Naruto. Is that right? Of course, Neji. If I get one, you get one as well. We are all equals. Remember that. As Neji smirked, and so did Sai. Of course we are, Naruto. You guys have had my back, and I will always have yours. And we, if have to rise, will rise together. Always, said Sai, as Neji also said that. As Itachi watching this was smiling from his face. You know, you are the most idealistic team I have ever worked with. There are a lot of teams out there that in the eyes of people and even the Hokages and leaders are working brilliantly, but there always something that is amiss. But with you guys, you are in so much sync that there is nothing amiss. And that is in itself quite shocking and amazing. I am truly honored to be your sensei. You don't need to say that, sensei. We're truly honored to be your students as well. I know you are. But Naruto, what clan are you looking for? I don't know. Life is full of surprises. Let this be one of them. As Naruto finally, after learning the seals, got up. Alright, I'm gonna try it now. Now? It's middle of the night. I'm gonna try it. And so Naruto then got out on an open field as the others followed. And with doing the hand seals, he bit his thumb and slammed his hand onto the seal that appeared onto the ground as soon as it connected. Summoning Jutsu! As there was a huge puff of smoke. As soon as it died down, there in front of him now stood a huge wolf. His mane was silver and white, and his eyes, they were blue. And lightning was dancing around him. Who dares summon me? I am Roku, the divine beast of lightning. The what? I am Roku, the divine beast of lightning element. You dare summon me, mortal? How did you acquire this power? I just used the summoning scroll to summon different clans. I just wanted to test what summon I would get. So for your weird test, I was summoned and disturbed. I am truly sorry for that. I apologize. I never wanted to, well, summon something as a divine beast, sir. I was looking for something else. So you were not looking for me? You say I am lesser than the others? No, not at all. It's just I am undeserving of you. You clearly summoned me, so you are deserving. I see a lot of potential in you, boy. You have heart, but more than that, you have manners. The only thing you do lack is compassion towards those who have wronged you. But I understand the wounds that you have are quite deep. As Naruto's eyes widen, how can you? I told you I am a divine beast. Lightning is everywhere. Even if you can't see it, there is present. Even when the weather is calm. Whether it be day or night, lightning is present. And so am I. It whispers to me. And I have heard rumors about you, Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze. I'll be more than honored to join you in your journey. I have only one rule. Never to disturb me unless it's extremely important and urgent. Yes, Roku-sama. From this day onwards we're equal, my dear boy. Like how you told your friends. Call me Roku, as I will call to you, Naruto, my summoner. With that, lightning struck, and Roku, the divine wolf, was gone. What was that? Said Itachi, who, alongside the other two, were frozen. I don't know, said Naruto as he slumped down onto the ground, falling on his butt. I thought I might have lost my life. That was something else entirely. Of course it was, said Hiruzen as he arrived there, alongside with Danzo and a few other Anbus. Divine beast Roku. Ought to be a myth, even amongst us shinobis. Only the summoning clans know of that beast. The one who fought the heavens. The what? It is said that the divine beasts of different elements, Roku being one of them, have fought the heavens, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami, because they were not doing their job properly in their eyes. These beasts existed even before the age of Chakra or the summoning clans. These beasts are ancient, and you just contacted one of them, Naruto. You know what this means? What? You really are the child of prophecy, as you mentioned. As the prophecy says, a greater power of old would revisit the new, and with the new, a era of new will begin. It is confusing, yes, but now it begins to make sense when you see it unfold with your own eyes. Minato and Kushina might have made the biggest mistake of their life. As Naruto looked down for a bit and then got up, I don't need to think about them right now. Both of you need to try to summon your own. I've gotten mine, I guess. With only a few sets of words. Congratulations, Naruto. And so Neji tried. He was able to summon the Eagle Clan and become a part of it because of their all-seeing foresight from above, which helped Neji. While on the other side, as for Sai, he was able to join the summoning clan of the birds because they were the summoning clan that consisted of different sorts of birds that could speak, from owls to different species, all combined into one. And Sai was working along well with them. They could blend in and get intel, something they needed, as did Itachi. And so, the whole squad of the Alpha team now had the summons of their own. But the training was continuing. They need a proper mission, a stronger one. The Snow Country, it has gone through a coup. The real heiress, Kyoki, has been kicked out. She's on the run and is asking for an asylum here in the Land of Fire, which has been rejected. But she has come to us through the discreet means from the daimyo. She's in need of help of ours, and we think the Team Alpha is ready to test out their second mission. Are you sure about this, Hiruzen? Said Danzo. Of course I am. I've seen Team Alpha go far ahead. You were right, Danzo. We do need a team that were able to do both the dirty work and something that would be meaningful. This could be both for both of us, both of them for us. You're right. Let's give them the debriefing. And so the team was debriefed, and without a second doubt, they wore the masks and the attire again, and were sent. And they, moving like shadows, first met with Kyoki, and then immediately led her to the secret means and tunnels that she knew of to the castle, where the current daimyo and the ruler was running, her uncle, who has overthrown her father and mother by killing them and throwing her out. And there he, alongside his men, were executed. Every corrupt person who was behind the execution of the previous daimyo was there and was killed. And no evidence was left. And the very next day, it was announced that Kyoki, the true heiress, has returned, and now she is the one in charge of the Land of Snow. And all the assets were now hers. She immediately formed an alliance with Konoha alongside with the Land of Fire, shocking the others. While Naruto and his team, they returned and they were happy. Great work, team. A few of minor bruises, but aside from that, I would say not a sloppy job at all. We are getting good, but let's not let that get to our heads. We still have a lot to learn and a lot to work hard on. Aye. Dismissed, said Itachi, as the both elders appeared. You're doing well, Itachi. Very well. But now, the 3 years mark have hit. It's time for Team Alpha to go to the next level. What do you mean by that, sir? Naruto, Neji, as well as Sai need to be officially registered as canons before the Team Alpha is officially announced as you as the sensei. Yes, I remember we are still an unofficial team. So they might have to go and take the Genin test. And you might have to register as a Jonin now. I understand, sir. We'll do that. And so the team was informed, and for the first time Neji, Sai, as well as Naruto arrived and were registered as the Team Alpha. And their leader, as the Jonin commander, was none other than Itachi himself. Now they were visible. The name was there, but the identities, they were hidden. Their alter egos ones, at least. They would continue to carry out the dark missions, but for the time being, they were just a normal bunch of cannons who couldn't be, well, pointed fingers at. As now we see, Kakashi, who for the first time in 3 years saw Naruto, was shocked. No, Naruto. Hello, Nissan. What can I do for you? I I thought you would want to be in my team. I asked about you to the Hokage, but he said to me that you declined. I wanted to know why. As you can see, I have a set of friends now. And my own Jonin sensei over here. Itachi, but he's an Uchiha. So, what does that being an Uchiha means? Are you trying to show or tell me that Uchihas are not competent enough to teach others aside of their clan? No, I never said that. It's just, what would your parents think? Let them think what they want. Not like they care about me. And from what I've heard, they told me to man up. And that is what I'm doing. You don't need to worry about me, Jonin-san. Worry about your own team. As Sasuke and Sakura were waiting for their third teammate that arrived as the door opened, revealing to be Menma. I'm sorry I'm late. I just arrived. Menma Uzumaki no Mikaze. I'm here for Kakashi Hatake. There you are, Nissan. Where the hell were you? I told you to meet me at the front gate. Sorry, Menma. I was just busy talking to your... Oh, him? Hey, Naruto, how are you doing? As Naruto ignored him, and then looked towards Neji. Nice weather, isn't it? Yes, it is, Naruto. So, when are we gonna go and leave, Sensei? We soon will, once the ceremony is over, since the Hokage is coming. Ah, great. Oi! Why are you ignoring me? Said Menma, pushing Naruto by the shoulder. As Naruto then said, Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello, nice to meet you. My name's Naruto. What's yours? I'm Menma, you dipshit. I'm your brother. Why are you acting like this? Acting like what? Human? Said Naruto, tilting his head. Very funny. Wait till Dad gets here. I'm gonna make sure that you get in trouble for this. And so, speaking of the devil, that said person arrived. And following him was both Danzo and Hiruzen, and Kushina and Jiraiya. Hello everyone. Greetings, Hokage-sama, and welcome back, said everyone, except for Naruto. As Minato gaze turned from everyone to Naruto. It's good to see you, son. Yes, it's good to see that you're in good health, Hokage-sama, said Naruto. I see, said Minato, looking a bit down when his son didn't mention him as a father, but as the Hokage. As Kushina, she looked a bit happy because that meant that Naruto has really changed. As Naruto didn't greet her though, which quite stung her because she was his mother. And Jiraiya, he was all ignored as well. As Naruto then said, if that is all, then can we leave? We have other things to attend to. Yes, of course. You can leave, Team Alpha. And so Team Alpha left, as Naruto left via Sunshin. That was different. Instead of leaves, it was gust of wind that returned. What is that? Elemental Sunshin. Naruto's using the wind element. He's proficient in it. Said Hiruzen. Really now? Yes. Really. As Naruto, once arriving inside the base, went straight towards where the punching bag section was. And then, after putting down his headband and taking off his jacket, he went ham without tying bandages on his wrists and knuckles, going full blown out, destroying the bags with 3 fists and then moving on to the next one. There he goes again. That's he's gonna destroy a lot of bags, isn't it? Of course. I mean, from what has happened, it's quite obvious he's gonna do that. While Naruto continued to destroy these poor bags, we go towards the Hokage office, where Minato was informed of a new team, Team Alpha, and their missions that they have done. But not those who were behind the mask. My god. This team project, it's quite dangerous, isn't it? Yes, but they're built for that. That is why we have been working on this project for years. I see. If they are so efficient, then why don't they solve a case that I have been following? What case? The case of Akatsuki. They are made of all the rogues from different villages. Orochimaru is even with them. He is the member of this organization. And they have been snooping around different villages, asking about the Jinchuriki's whereabouts, and that is quite concerning. So why not we send them there to execute them? Sensei, that's quite dangerous. They're quite young still. Young they might be, but they're quite hard, and they leave no traces behind. Have you ever heard a news about the Team Alpha? No, never. Have you your spy network? No, I can't remember if I have heard it or not. Good, because that is what we were aiming for. And as we suspected, currently nobody is aware. Team Alpha is what we need right now. And if your lead is correct, then this is what this mission needs. And so, they were summoned, and so they arrived. They all wore masks, black robes of an Anbu, and different weapons all holstered onto them. As they bowed, "Give us your orders, Hokage-sama. You have been assigned a new mission. You are to go to Omegakure to execute a team of rogues. Akatsuki. They wear black cloaks with red clouds on them as pictures were thrown there. These are your targets. No question asked, just neutralize them and bring their bodies as evidence. Leave no one alive and no trace back. It will be done." And so they all left. It's 8 hours worth of journey there. Oh, they will get there fast enough. And surely enough, Naruto, who has been tinkering with Fuinjutsu seals with the help of Itachi and the others, was able to use time-space technique thanks to his dad being driven from the very technique that powered the flying Raijin. Naruto was able to get there within 4 hours instead of 8. This technique of yours is quite good. Now let's not stop here. We have a job to do. And luckily enough, just by the sheer fate of they were able to track Zetsu. There. That's Zetsu, right? Yes. Let's follow him. And so, following Zetsu, they were able to get inside without triggering any alarm and was able to meet into the meeting. As they decided to airdrops and found out their true plans. And what followed suit was, as every member returned to their room, they went in, executed, sealed their bodies into the scroll, one after the other, and were able to get back. By the next morning, the whole building stood empty. Not a single person knew what had happened. The immortals, they were stabbed multiple times, but they couldn't be killed. In the end, they, while being unconscious, were sealed within the scroll. And that scroll was sealed within another scroll with a lot of Fuinjutsu seals on it, and were brought back. And by the next day's afternoon, all the scrolls were presented onto the table, as the Team Alpha, after paying the respects, dispersed. My god, can you imagine it? Open the scrolls, I want to see and verify that. And so they did. Jiraiya and the others were left stunned. This team is elite class, Sensei. I can't believe you were able to create something like this. I thought the best creations of yours were us. So do you thought. But, as they say, a man from teaching only retires when he wishes to. Otherwise, the life continues to teach his lesson and he continues to teach his own pace. Team Alpha is a project of both of mine and Danzo's efforts. And of course, it has bear fruits. So, you want me to initiate this? No. This team is special and will be only a single team. Trained from the start to be the very best, even best amongst the Anbus. Who are these people? We need to know. You are the Hokage. You have the right to know. You can ask them yourself. And so they were brought to the headquarters where all of them were resting. As Itachi was the first one they met, as he was still in his attire, looking at the map and the few trails that he was able to discover. Itachi? Oh, Kushinoba-sama. Hokage-sama, I did not know you would be visiting. As Menma was also one of the members of the Alpha team? Yes, I'm their leader actually. I can't believe that. Family knows? No, actually nobody does. They just know that I'm working on something secret for the village. See, who are the other members? Oh, I call them Team. Center and front. Hokage-sama is here to meet you. And so, they arrived. But not without their masks attached to their hips. First one they identified was Sai, the second one being Neji, and the third one who stepped into the light at the last was Naruto. What? What is he doing here? Said Menma. You, take these clothes off. How in the hell did you get them? He is the third member, Menma. As Naruto grabbed Menma's hand and twisted it to the point that it cracked, literally, as Menma was on his knees. It hurts. Let go! As Naruto then said, don't you dare lay a hand on my uniform ever again, Genin. As Naruto let go of his hand, which was now turning red and blue, as Naruto looked towards the others. And at that point, Minato and Kushina just stared with shocked-filled expression at their son's face. As Naruto then said, permission to speak freely? Not as a soldier, but as your son? Granted. What do you honestly want from me? I have a good thing going on here for myself. You want to ruin that for me as well? You told me to man up. You never cared about me. Now you just arrive here. Why? We just wanted to see the team. We never thought that it was you, son. That's the thing. We never would have thought that it would go this far, isn't it? No, yeah, you what? Nothing. You only cared about this piece of shit because he was able to unlock chakra earlier, while I was the one who was struggling behind. You wanna know the funny part? It's because I had huge amount of chakra myself, aside from the Kyuubi's chakra. Ever wonder why this dipshit never was able to use Kyuubi's chakra? Because he only had the damn soul. While I had everything. As Naruto bursted into golden chakra, which resembled Kyuubi's and was immediately identified by them, causing their eyes to be widened. He's a toad summoner, kid. You should be careful who you anger. Is that so, huh? Summon your damn toads. And Gamabunta was summoned by Jiraiya, because he saw that as a pride and egotistical thing. Now, are you willing to beg? Who says who? As Naruto slammed his hand onto the ground and summoned Roku, who was towering even Gamabunta. Puny toad, you dare defy me? Roku-sama, it's you! It's you, really you! Who is this? And why are you afraid, Bunta? Damn you, Jiraiya, you know who this is? This is the mythical beast of lightning element. The wolf Roku. The one who fought the heavens itself. You mean to say the mythical beast? Yes! The same one, you damn idiot! I did not knew. And what do you mean by he's your summoner, Roku-sama? He was able to pass my test, and I took a liking to him, so I decided to become his summon. As now the family was left even in more shock, because they realized that Naruto indeed could have been the child of prophecy. All you ever cared about was something that you saw as a prodigy, and never about me. What do you say, Menma? Who's a piece of shit now, as you call me when you were selected? Does Naruto have a flashback, back when he lost everything in a duel against Menma to prove that he could be the child of prophecy. He had his own resources, his own self-taught techniques, which didn't matter much to Kushina or to Minato. In the end, he told Naruto into the ear that whatever he does, he'll always be a dipshit one step behind him. And now we go to the present. Menma gritted his teeth, but knew there was nothing he could do now, because his own summoning clan was in fear of something that Naruto had. After that day, Naruto was recognized as the true child of prophecy, and even as a Team Alpha member, he went on to become a legend that was far scarier than anyone in the Elemental Nation, eradicating evil, saving people, and going to save on different nations as well, causing them to become allies with Konoha. And more than ever, he was able to save Suna before it collapsed thanks to Orochimaru's attack. Orochimaru's compliance attack, Kabuto, in form of revenge against Konoha. And because of that, he was able to get something that he did not ask for. Hand in marriage from Temari, the girl he fell in love with at first sight. And she, the same for him. Both now were getting engaged and soon to be married. Minato as the Hokage was quite happy for what has been happening, but as a father, he was sad because he knew it was his son and his team accomplishing this. His son has become a man of his own stature, a man that was highly respected, and Team Alpha was highly feared, and Naruto was an elite member of it. But he was sad that he could have done so much and yet he had done nothing to contribute to his success. And that ate him from within. Same could be said for Kushina, because she now was left with shock because her son was getting married and he did not have invited her. Especially writing down a signboard that these people were not invited. Inviting even their enemies such as Kumo and Iwa. And they attended out of sheer pettiness against them. Naruto was hurting them where it hurted the most, as a son, while as a shinobi he would do anything for the village or order of theirs. They even tried to use that, but Naruto was saying that it was against the very law and code they follow, declined their orders, and they tried to call him home to have a dinner or to mend their ways, but nothing would work. And Jiraiya? That man's ego broke to the point that he would never raise his neck high again. And that is how Naruto became the legend and the child of prophecy, who restored peace and was able to become the deadliest shinobi out there, alongside with Neji and Sai. As this is it where I will be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my other two channels as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.